signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, today is January 15, 2021, and it's 2:50 a.m. All right, 333 subscribers. I think I had 332 yesterday. Someone must have subscribed. If there's someone new that subscribed, thank you, welcome. Okay, yesterday's video. Wow, 206 views. That's not bad at all compared to my usual viewership. Okay. And 34 comments. I think sometimes they count my comment also as part of the number of comments. So there was a lot of discussion going on in the comment section. So that's good. Okay. And yesterday, there was a comment that I saw and I was like, oh my God, what did I say? And I went and watched the video to see what I said. But it was minor stuff. But when I look at the thumbnails, there should have been a blur behind Serena's daughter, and I was afraid that people look at this at first glance and they see the David behind Serena all naked. I just didn't want people to think negative, so I didn't know where else to put it, because if people just look at it and then go into the video, they would not know I was referring in terms of artistic aspect of it. But I thought I blur it here. Something, I guess this is what happened when you're in a rush trying to give the computer to, I was trying to give the computer to my husband and I was rushing it. But I knew I put a blur somewhere here. I just didn't want people to come and think of it in a negative way and seeing it I put him behind a child. But the thing is that I was thinking of an artistic aspect of it. So if anybody saw the video, you understand what I was talking about in terms of stance. Okay, the way Serena's daughter feet is planted on the ground and her alignment and things like that. So that was, and in the video I referred to David as the artistic aspect of contrapposto position kind of thing. So I hope other people who's not familiar with my videos don't come and bash me because of that. But it was the artistic aspect of it. And I thought about it. Sometimes when you put pictures, you have to think of things. But that's what I was thinking. But when I look at the video, when I went back and I realized there was no blur. It was at the end of the video the blur happened. So I must have undo something, and then I'm a little bit pissed about it because it's embedded inside the video. I can't do it unless I redo the video completely. Oh, you know what? I could still do it. I could do it within YouTube. Yes, I'll do that when I have a time later. I just thought about that. All right, 333 subscribers, 12,376 public watch hour. All right, so before I start, two things. Oh, okay, I just turned this on. So this 41 minutes ago. So that's the, you know what? Let me do it and get it out the way. Okay, day 15. Lord, we pray you be a refuge and fortress of Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Doria, and members of the Sussex squad. Please guard and protect us. Keep Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Doria victorious always, and deliver them from the wicked. Destroy any wicked plans against them. And Jesus, we pray. Amen. I'm not gonna see a lot of. Okay, I will say the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and Him I will trust. Psalm 91:2. And this is the video that the picture that they use. I probably will use a different picture. This one is a bit blurry. All right, let's see what the squad says. Okay, amen, amen, amen. So there's not that much because she just posted it. Okay, so there's two things I want to bring to your attention. The first one is, I mean, this is how sometimes I keep up with what's going on with Johnny Depp. There's a video that I came across, and I was listening to it, and then while I was listening to it, I was going through the comment section, and one comment in particular brought to my attention that it's something I said in one of my videos when it comes to pedophiles. Okay, the thing said something like oh jeez, I closed it. Let me go on my history. I will show you because I did that's this one. I don't need that. All right, one particular comment. Okay, this one says, you don't ever mess with kids, especially the one who need medicine. Okay, Heard is a shitty person already for what she did to Johnny Depp, but that is low. All right, so this particular comment, you don't ever mess with kids. And one particular videos, I believe it was one of those pedophile kind of thing video that I was talking about, and I said the Andrew, okay, the Prince Andrew thing will never go away because their biggest mistake was taking the U.S. Underage kid into the island, and then they violated her and stuff like that. So this comment just proved that I was right. Don't ever mess with kids. That's one thing I know in the United States. Don't you? I mean, you could find many shady person, adults all over, but whenever you mess with kids, they will never let it go. Okay, so this person was thinking the same thing as me. This is because he's commenting because Johnny Depp's ex-wife was supposed to donate money to some children's hospital, and she never did that. So this is how this comment came about. All right, so that's that. So I don't have to show the thumbnails of this, so that's good. All right, the other thing I want to bring to your attention is this video. Okay, I had to open it before I comment. It's Malcolm Nance. One thing I was saying about the political thing that happened on January 6th is that all those important people, the vice president and the third person in line, which was the House Speaker, was in one room, and is a way to eliminate them, and then for Donald Trump to be the only one standing. And I came across this video last night. I had to show it to you, and I'll show you the piece where he said it right now, and I'll put the link of both videos. Amber Heard, that umbrella guy, okay, that's the name of his channel, and Malcolm Nance video on the description. All right, so here's the video of Malcolm Nance.
On November 3rd, 2020, it was a triumphant day for American democracy. Vice President Joe Biden and Vice Presidential nominee Senator Kamala Harris defeated President Donald Trump and his Vice President Mike Pence to represent the American people. The story should have ended there with a peaceful transfer of power. However, from the moment the election was called, right-wing extremists on their private forums were discussing armed opposition to Joe Biden's administration and liberals in general. They started referring to the election of 2020 as stolen, calling the legitimate and certified democratic process a coup d'etat. Massive quantities of ammunition and guns were exchanging hands on public forums in response to a prospective insurrection. And the right-wing extremists underground, they were calling for Donald Trump to bring on the storm, the QAnon conspiracy belief that Trump should mass murder and or arrest Democrats who were all cannibalistic child sex traffickers. The phrase Democrat extinction was finding its way up from the darker parts of the internet to being openly posted on Facebook and right-wing Twitter and Parler. President Trump himself launched a call for election fraud and illegitimate election. He and his followers called it a coup, and not one Republican politician lifted a finger in opposition. Many would agree with Trump and his most violent supporters and stoke the flames that would light the fuse to the powder keg of rebellion. That explosion occurred on 6 January 2021 at the Trump Stop the Steal rally. At the direction of the president, the U.S. Capitol was placed under siege without any security measures found in a national security event where the vice president-elect, the Speaker of the House, and the President of the Senate pro tem were assembled in one spot. President Trump launched his followers to seize control of the Capitol, and they sought to likely harm the members once found inside. We now know there were likely capture and kill teams roaming around looking to find elected members. Had they successfully found, incapacitated, or injured Vice President Pence, Senator Harris, Speaker Pelosi, and Senator Grassley, all of whom were in the same room, the United States government would have been decapitated and reduced to one man, Donald Trump, who would have been left unscathed and in power. Yet the uprising is not over. Indeed, this is only the beginning. The U.S. Army and Marine Corps Counterinsurgency Field Manual, authored by General David Petraeus.
Okay, so now I already did this. Okay, let's see. I did bookmark a couple things, so let me just go straight on my bookmark so I don't wander around. I bookmark about 25 of them. Some of them are political, so there's a possibility I may not go through all of them. Okay, let's see. Okay, what is this? Okay. All right. I swear we are fighting two pandemics, COVID-19 and stupidity. Why did I bookmark this? I don't know, but I thought that was interesting, so I said, let me bookmark it. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for the RT and likes and also following me. So people started following her. Okay, it's not stupidity we are fighting. We are against the best polished brainwashing system on earth. Okay, that's so good. Okay, we are fighting evil, the corporate class that has been ruling us for far too long, manufacture a reality for the left and the right. That's a great one. We fear Putin, socialism, government. Okay, so okay, I didn't even see this. I only thought of that, and I was like, "What stupidity?" And I said, "You know what? I'll leave it until I'm recording, so my natural reaction will come to it." So this person says something here. You spell men wrong. What does he mean by that? Okay, stupidity is relative. What's stupid to you makes sense to another person. It's all about perception. We are all stupid in different levels. It makes sense. We are all stupid in different levels. That is true. If you look at some of my videos, I could be stupid in many different levels. He is right. I'll go to this later because there's 41 comments in here. If you're stupid makes sense to those around, I'm sorry to break it to you. You all stupid. You are all stupid. Okay, and Portuguese. Okay, you want, okay, I can't read that. Okay, let me skip it. It's in Portuguese. Okay, the spread of the virus is based on two major factors: how dense the population is, But when you're mentioning this, how dense, the stupidity of this is that many of, you could be in a population kind of thing, but there could be two different group of population, okay, group of people. One who has COVID and don't wear the mask, and one who has COVID and wear the mask. So you'll see which of those dense population is stupid, who's gonna catch the virus. So this guy, the stupidity that this they were talking about, like this guy also, there's different level of stupidity. The facts are there, okay? Science have said, okay, if you don't wear a mask, it's not 100% bulletproof kind of thing. Okay, but at least it's slow or somewhat stop the spread of it. Okay, people around you don't have to breathe your whatever, the air around you. When you speak, there are, there's a force in your body. When you speak, you to utter your word, there's a force that come within, and then when you exert your word, there's air, your how do you call this, you exhale, what's the term, you exhale carbon monoxide, okay, the carbon dioxide, okay. Phew, okay, I have to look it up to make sure I said the right thing. Okay, carbon dioxide, okay, and then that you inhale, it become part of the air and you breathe it in. So I mean, there's those two different population is who's smarter. Okay, underrated reply. Okay, and yet somehow obesity, which is surprisingly glorified now, account for whatever amount X more death in the US than COVID-19 and stupidity combined. Okay, I don't know about this statistic, but whatever. Last I checked, you can't catch obesity by going to the grocery store. There's always have to be a smart ass back answer to stupidness. I know, right? Okay, who else finna think COVID is overrated because the situation on the ground versus the fact and the action being taken, that is true, and what they are saying doesn't balance. Retweet this if you also think, okay, the same thing. I understand what he's saying here, okay, because there are, I've mentioned, I point some videos out to you where some nurses are crying because they're not getting the care that they needed. Okay, so they let them die. So they have an excuse to say COVID killed this person. But in fact, there are preventative measures that can be taken for the person to fight COVID. So I understand this guy. Okay, and one example that I gave, I believe it was a traveling nurse or something like that, who was in Texas, where she was talking about there's different levels in the hospital or something. One level where first patient come in, fresh patient come in, where they're trying to save them. Another one is where, okay, there's still hope. And then the next level is where they pretty much left them to die. When they come out of a body bag. Okay, and then once they're not giving them the care that they needed. Okay, let's say the one in level 3, for instance, who could have been saved, but they don't give them enough, CPR kind of thing. Okay, so, and then they have the doctors who are afraid to go to the COVID patients and all of this, so, but they allow the nurse to go. So these are some of the things I point out to you. Okay, so this guy understand. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, and then I end up with 2 or 3 hours. Let me go to this one in particular about the fear of Putin, socialism, and government. Okay, this is what we are fighting for. Okay, we are fighting against the corporate class that has been, okay, I read this. Okay, you're describing capitalism, buddy, not socialism. Also, Putin is a capitalist, and while we're at it, Xi is capitalist too. That's different. Okay, whatever. Sure, they've never taken a history class. You heard the brain. You heard their brain. But the thing is that what's happening here with this guy, yes, they are capitalists to a certain level, but the way they want to do things is for them to control it. Okay, if you look at some of Putin kind of thing, all right, he wants to control the capitalist kind of thing. If you look at China, for instance, they want to control who's creating certain things. They imprison people who, there was some stuff that happened between a company in Canada and China and all of that. They want to have the control. We want to have a certain kind of capitalism where the people control it. Okay, not one individual controlling it to a certain extent. That's the thing. You know what? Let me get out of here because I don't want to focus too much on that. So I saw this and I thought it was interesting, and that's all. I didn't read the comment before I bookmark it. Alright, the second one that I bookmark is that if there was any real journalism left in the UK, they will investigate 1. KP losing thousands of followers during the Twitter purging, okay, and 2. Earthshot prize being restricted for unusual activity. 3. Someone from KP posting and Palmer, but let's talk about Harry ponytail. Oh, I mean, I never knew about this particular social media thing. Parlay is during the purging kind of thing, and I heard about Trump going there trying to put out his nonsense and stuff like that. Even them, even them block them. So I don't know what Parlay, what kind of platform they create, but it seems like it's like a racist. Okay, that's just my humble opinion. It could be completely different. Parlay is let's look at it. Is a different type of. It sounds like a French word though. Okay, Parlay, a conference between opposition. So okay, especially discuss a term for in a sense. Okay, Parlay. Okay. I know it's a French word. Parler, like to speak, okay, is the space where creator, okay, this is it, okay, is a space where creators, thinkers, and leaders come together to raise awareness for the beauty of fragility. No, parler, pollution, TV, okay, I don't know. I guess social, let me put social media. Let's say parler social media. What is that? Is American alternative, okay. Service has a significant use base of Donald Trump. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, it's so Wikipedia is American alt tech microblogging, okay, and social media network service. Parlay has a significant user base of Donald Trump supporters, conservatives. So that's what this is. It was founded in 2018, 2 years ago. John Matz. Okay. 4 million active. Wow. For that short of period of time to have that many people in there. Okay, so that's what it was. I never knew it exists. It's what, 2 weeks ago? Okay, maybe a week ago when the thing went on and they're starting to say where those people are coming from. Trump was trying to go to say his nonsense. All right. So pretty much this tweet is talking about, okay, there's so many weird activity that's going on with the Kensington, with the royals, okay, the British royal thing. But they're not looking into it, but instead they want to talk about Harry's ponytail. Yesterday I read a tweet, I think, what's his name? Is it Rob Lowe or something like that, who said he saw Harry with a ponytail or something like that. I think he's just throwing nonsense. But they took it though. They went with it. Alright, let's see what some of the comments say. They were temporarily restricted for unusual activity. Okay, so this person, okay, the Earthshot prize. Okay, adversaire. Okay, that's in Spanish. Okay. Is it Spanish or Portuguese? Maybe Portuguese. Okay, let's see here. 4 comment. Okay, excuse me. Unusual activities. So that's why they're like, excuse me. Okay. Oh well. All right then. Okay. I thought this was their account. Well, they probably have account different place. Okay. The Earthshot prize. Okay. The most prestigious global environmental prize in history. Okay. Okay. That's the Twitter version of them. Introducing the Earthshot Prize, the most prestigious global environment history. The new global prize for the environment will incentivize change and help to repair our planet over the next 10 years, a critical decade for the Earth. So this is what she thought they're talking about. It's the same one, isn't it? It's just translated. Okay. Okay, so, okay, like I said, this was in Portuguese, something, either Spanish or Portuguese. Okay. Let's see. Okay, then, restricted for unusual activities. Fred's mommy is very interesting. She always has some funny posts to herself. What? Okay. This is how Murdoch media controlled the peasant. Give them an object to hate and keep pumping lies on that topic. Everyone is being outraged and with no capacity to think or reason. Which is why the UK Britixters crowd come across as lemmings to folks outside the UK. Wow. So she must be in the UK. 49 likes, 3 retweets. Okay, you don't say. 2021 is getting interesting. Okay, wait, what? Isn't this award still in its infancy? Okay, it hasn't gotten off the ground really. What is really going on? Time to investigate. Does GIF time to investigate? 100%. True, I look for the Paula tweet and lo and behold, it seems to have been removed. We all know where the races are. Okay, hold on. Earthshot prizes was restricted for unusual activity. Unusual activity. Okay, look at him. Okay, tell me what's the unusual activity. Wait then. Okay, wait, when was Earthshot prize restricted? Question mark. Okay, and that the fact that the notorious rabid British tabloid press has mysteriously never taken a serious look into how the Middleton supposedly became millionaires selling confetti and party hats. That type of business simply just doesn't generate that kind of wealth. So, okay, I tell you, the squad start looking for unusual activities, and then more stuff is coming up, more topics, things that they didn't check are coming up. Okay, this island is a joke. Okay, they haven't been making some terrible choices recently. However, this yank will still admit to a fascination of English history, not giving up my Alison Ware, Philippa Gregory, British fantasy, kid lit anytime soon. Okay, you could say everything you want, but I'm just gonna keep this. Okay, the world of Harry Potter, complete idiot guy. Okay, I'm assuming someone who then really read the whole series and try to squeeze it in one book and just look for the idiot version of it. Okay, New Times bestseller Philippa Gregory, The White Queen. Okay, Catherine Howard, The Scandalous Queen, Alison Ware. Okay, what else? Okay, Alison Ware. Okay, so these are the things she's not giving. These are some English writing. I mean, if you look at it, I think theater and acting came from the Brits. Is it? No. It went further than that. I think from the Greeks. I think it's from the Greek. Let me take back. Okay, the Greek were the first, I think. Okay, with their art and government and all of this were the Greek. Okay, please do go on. The GIF. I'm here for that. I have all the time of the world. Just tell me what's going on. Okay? If this was Harry and Meghan, it would be the end of the world. Okay? It would be the end of the world. I recommend tagging Alley Journalism to get them to look into this. Okay, the BM will have already accused them of helping Trump to invade the Capitol. Unusual activity. Nothing to see here. Look at it in the background. Chaos and everything. There's nothing to see here. Okay, Earthshot was restricted? Question mark. Okay, look at this. Tell me more. Wow, I had no clue about the Earthshot prize. I wonder what kind of unusual activities it was. Okay, great summary. People's looking. Serious. Maybe the unusual activity is Earthshot adding fake followers. Who knows? Could be. Donald Trump must go to jail. Okay, I'm telling you, some people have some creative name on Twitter. His name is Donald Trump must go to jail. We shall see. We shall see how democracy works. Okay, I still have a little bit of hope, but we shall see. Okay, if that doesn't happen, everybody's for themselves. All right, next tweet. So is the Queen rapist jail-bound cousin upholding her value and keeping his titles? I think I saw it on Hugo's video. You go didn't even read the thing because that thing was too much to say. Okay, he just put the headline and said, read it, go on with it. This is what's happening. All right. So yeah, it was a okay. What is it? Queen's Cabin. Let me do that. Let's see what's going on. Oh, you know what? I never look at it. Let's look at it now. Okay. Queen cousin faces jail time. Okay. Let's look at this. Rape and extorted by a prison gang. Okay. Scott Howard, oh my lord, this kind of thing popped up. All right, so but this is the one. Let me see. Image. Oh no, not image. I need news. Which one is that? How? Okay, because if no wheelchair movie. Okay, no. Okay, maybe that one. Let's see what this one is about. British Royal Scandal and the Kennedy Curse of the Week. Okay, let me just go to the one that I saw. Seems to be the right one. Okay, this one. Queen's cousin faces jail time after pleading guilty for sexual. Oh, that was 20 hours ago. I'm glad I didn't look it up when I did because it was what, 2 days ago, 20 hours ago. A distant cousin of the Queen, who's also a well-known socialite in London, is on trial for raping a woman in his ancestral home. Ha! Okay, let's see. Okay, you could accept my cookies, whatever. Usually I don't, but let's see here. I'll put this in the description. Okay, Queen's cousin faces jail time after pleading guilty to sexual assault. Okay, he repeatedly assaulted the 26-year-old victim and tried to pull off her nightdress during the 20-minute attack. What? A socialite cousin of Queen Elizabeth II is on trial for raping a woman in his ancestral home, Glamis Castle in Scotland, where the Queen Mother spent most of her childhood. Wow. According to BBC News, Earl of Strathmore and Kenshones, Simon Ball Lyon plead guilty to the charges in court on Tuesday. Wow. I didn't know it was that deep. No wonder why Hugo didn't really read the whole thing. He's just said, he put a screenshot of the thing and said, this is what's going on with the royal family. Okay, the alleged attack took place in Glamis Castle in February 2020. Okay, quote, the Earl of Strathmore, Simon Bowles Lyon, forced his way into the sleeping woman's room during a weekend event he was hosting at Glamis Castle. Wow, he forced his way in there to rape her. What a sleazebag. It's in the freaking family. They are horrible. Quote, he repeatedly assaulted the 26-year-old victim and tried to pull off her nightdress during the 20-minute attack. Okay, the court was told the victim fled the castle the morning after the attack on 13 February last year and flew home to report the matter to police. That's a smart girl. Who cares about your freaking title? I'm telling you, my goodness. Okay, he was granted bail at Dundee Sheriff Court this week. His sentence was deferred and he has been placed on the sex offender register. Oh my goodness. Okay, outside court, the 34-year-old who was cautioned by Durham police last year for breaching COVID-19 guidelines said he was, quote, greatly ashamed, end quote, of his action. Quote, clearly I had always blaming on the freaking being drunk, but you know your way to go force yourself into the thing to find, okay, for some reason drunken people always find between people's leg, women's leg. Okay, blame it on alcohol. People like that should not be drinking then. Okay, clearly I had drunk to excess on the night of the incident. I should have known better. I recognize it's probably in your freaking blood. Okay, for you to do that. There's some people, okay, when they drunk, you know what they do? They find their corners and go to sleep. Okay, they don't go do destructive things. Okay, in any event, that alcohol is no excuse for my behavior. There it is. So why even bring it if it's not okay? Quote, I did not think I was capable of behaving the way I did, but have had to face up to it and take responsibility. What? Okay, forget that last part. Yes, you have to take responsibility, but this part, I did not think I was capable. So you're freaking, how do you call this? The hog? When you drink, you become a different person? You then know you're capable of that kind of behavior? Okay, my apologies go above all to the woman concerned, but I would also like to apologize to family, friends, and colleagues for the distress I have caused them. Okay, you're all on the same boat as the Jeffrey Epstein and all of this. We probably don't know about this, but maybe I think there's other member of the royal family who's been with the Epstein kind of thing. These people are something else. But no, they will not report this. Okay, they still in Meghan and Harry's kind of thing. Oh, these people are a disgrace. Oh, thank God she got out of there. Okay, I'm telling you, this squad or something. I'm glad she brought it up because Hugo had brought it up. I should have looked into it. Okay, yes, he is. Rape, assault, fraud, theft, and slavery are her values. Okay, on brand. The Queen's value are gutter ranked. Yes, basically, yep, he's the right complexion. Okay, if you take a look back, the root of that family, all or have had an affair, illicit affair, down to the future king. A guava tree. A guava tree will not give you grapes. Okay. I said guava? Did I read that properly? And I was like, let's see where she's going with that. Yep, a guava tree will not give you grape. Ouch. Alright, next tweet. Okay. Okay, good morning. Every time I tweet about the orange orangutan, I lose followers. I think I comment on that. Not gonna lose me. Tweet away about the orange guy. Sis, those people think that I am bothered. I notice that every time I call him orange orangutan, I lose followers. Seems as if people don't like the description of him. I knew I said something in here. I'm here. Okay, it's a lot of white supremacists on this app. I know, sis. Okay, LOL. That is the best way, sis, to rout out the haters and lurkers. The funny thing is that they are the same one who have hate Meghan. So well done. Okay, don't worry, sis. You didn't need them in the first place. It's your thread. You can say what you want, and let's see. It's your thread. You can say what you want, and they can keep scrolling if they don't like it. Boom. Okay, that's right there. Remember how Miss Dionne Warwick sang walk on by while saying scroll on by. Those crowd or something. They always bring something. Exactly. You haven't lost me. Okay, what is that? Well, that's not the case here. Most are afraid. Some are ignorant, and some are facing themselves. The reality of this is when things die down and people have to add their lives, are they proud? Because I'm guessing most are going to say, what hell did I do? That's that hypnotism I've been saying. Okay, once they get out of it, especially the quarantine and all of that, and they're gonna realize, oh my God, what the hell went on? You know, they'll be awake. Okay, so some people seeing some of the things that I'm saying here too. Okay, well, I did too. I honestly don't care if I lost followers because of it. In fact, 2 followed me and I blocked them. If you haven't been on Twitter for a while, don't follow me. I'm honestly only here for 2 people. This is what I mean. Some of you who don't plan on being on Twitter, you have control of certain things. If you go on my thing, I don't have that many followers. Okay, I'm not here for nonsense. Yes, okay, let's define nonsense. There are different level of nonsense. Okay, I'm here for funny stuff, things, educational stuff, the squad, and things like that. But anything else, you know, I don't need you to follow me. And you will see I very rarely post stuff. If it's not about my videos, I don't post things. Okay, or maybe I'll retweet certain things that are interesting, and that's about it. People, I don't know, some people live up to have followers and stuff like that. Oh, I understand why some of those people were for that. I'm not talking about the squad now. This is off of squad topic. Because when they become influencers, when people become influencers, like Instagram influencers, they have a lot of followers. This is how they started manipulating the how many people's following them. Because when companies see them, they have a certain platform. Okay, whatever message they spewing, good or bad or negative, hate or whatever. So they have a great number of followers. Now business people use them. Okay, will pay them to, you know, to advertise something. We'll tell them, oh, say something about my company or my project or my whatever it is that they have, the product that they have. Talk about it. I'll give you a certain amount of money, and then that way your followers will know about it. And that's how you start seeing a lot of manipulated Instagram influencers, YouTube influencers. I don't know about yeah, and to some extent too, I would say, yeah, to some extent too, some YouTube followers start manipulating those things. Okay, the numbers. Okay, they will buy followers for people to follow them. So companies will see they have a platform. They have a lot of people following them. That way they could be sponsored. That's why they could be sponsored. Companies paying them to talk about their product and stuff like that. So that's how this thing become manipulated. But people like me, I mean, I think if I was there for the money, you know, I think I would have stopped by now. Okay, I assure you that. Some of the thing I'm talking about, YouTube removing subscribers from me. I think for some reason they sort of stopped now, but it become a habit for me now. Every time I start my videos, I show how many subscribers I have. But the fact of the matter is the thing that I'm talking about. I think they're removing it. And I started to think, okay, so if I'm, you know, making those content, and then there's an objective, if you get 1,000 subscribers and you could make money off the videos, then, you know, that's why I'm telling you guys to subscribe and things like that, because YouTube put a restriction on things. All right, so I already reached one part of it, the was it the watch hour? I surpassed that. I probably 4 times more the watch hours, but it's the subscription that creeping up slowly. So if you hear you're a Sussex squad and you enjoy some of the things that I'm talking about, just please subscribe. So that's that. Okay, next tweet. Okay, last 4 years made us understand that racist bigot comes in all stripes, economic classes, but what has been hard to stomach is knowing your best friend, teachers, bankers, parents, siblings, favorite actors, singers, pastors, doctors, orange fans, and donors. Okay, they are racist as crap. Again, if you guys look at some of my videos, I said there are different level of racism. Okay, and most of them, because they are so small-minded. Okay, they're small-minded. They don't see the bigger picture of what Trump is trying to do. But what they think they're gonna get out of this kind of behavior, this kind of analogy or ideology kind of thing that Trump is spewing, is just the passive kind of thing, where their skin color give them preferable treatment. But what they don't get is that, okay, once, let's say Trump were to succeed or things like that, now a whole group of people, they're gonna start trying to eliminate. I talk about it already. They're gonna try to eliminate. Okay, obviously it's their objective, the blacks, okay, the brown people, the Jews, and then once they get to that level, they eliminate all this group of people. Now once they get to the skin color, now what about the eye color? You blue eyes, brown eye, blonde hair, all of this, and then before you know it, it's one small percentage of people's gonna stay on top. This is what they're trying to do, but these small-minded people don't get it. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking of something and I lose track of chain of thought. Okay, truth, I know it and it hurt. All right, so you have these people, you know, going along with it, their nonsense. So what happened when all these people are eliminated? Okay, So that's that. That was short and sweet. All right, let's see this one here. Ask yourself, is he attractive or he's just white? Okay, let's see here. What he tend to have some funny things here. Let's see. I didn't read the comments, but let's see. If he ain't Christopher Jamal Evans, I ain't looking. Okay, what is that? I'm gonna stay mute on this one. Okay, Ian Somerhalder or Henry Cavill or Brad Pitt or Jason Momoa or handsome. The others won't be thirsting over. What is it? Or just okay? I'm not feeling it. All right. So what's going on? Is that some? Okay, there's some female here. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. All right. What is that? This video is hilarious. Explainer on this very topic. Hassan Minaj. Okay, goes there. What is that? Let's see here.
Out of 10. Does it bother you that he didn't call you a 10?
No. I think that he was going way too high.
Do you know how you would rate him?
That's not fair. That's not a fair. Okay, you guys really did your research for this because you had to listen to the podcast. I would give Dax. I have to give a number. 6.57.
Harsh.
6.6.
Wow.
He's this. Okay, Dax is part of a thing where in show business there's this whole movement of like approachable white dudes, whereas with like men of color it's like Idris Elba, Henry Golding, Zayn Malik, or you work in IT. There's no middle. You know how there's a whole class of white dudes of just like schlubby dudes who went to high school with me but now made it in showbiz? There's no like that. You gotta have like the V taper in your abs if you're gonna be Asian, and you gotta be like Daniel Day Kim. Have you seen that photo where he flexes his pecs like this and he can hold the pencil? You gotta be Daniel Day Kim ripped. Like, you can't ever have bread or cereal.
So do you think you're better looking than Dax?
Bread or cereal.
Do I think? Yes, I'm looking at Dax, yes. Yes, but I will not get the same opportunities that Dax does. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Dax. I'm really sorry.
All right, so he bases his answer based on things. That's what I like. Well, let me just leave. Okay, let's go to the video here. What is going on here? My daughter and I call it sandy hair white guy casting. Okay, I can barely tell Dax apart from Jim Waxwell. Okay, until Sam start dancing, because one of them is funny and one of them can dance, and otherwise they are basically the same dude. Okay, oh no, Sam is better looking than Dax. Okay, much better. It's true though. Okay, the dude of Hastings versus all other guys in Bridgerton. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh my lord. Okay, I meant to say that, okay, because the video that's coming out today on Friday, was it January 15th? Okay, I did a little thing here. I think I went off. Oh my lord, please help me so the squad don't come after me. Okay, all right, okay, I know they're two different people, but if they were in the same movie, I struggle to keep up. Okay, yeah, they look alike, but when he tends to be more, the movie that he make is like idiotic kind of thing. He plays silly, dumb or kind of thing. But anyway, let me not go there, okay? Wait, that's not the same man. Okay, I remember him. Is it, what's that show? He played in a show. I forgot the name of the show, but he's more into movies. He played in movies too, but in TV kind of thing I'm talking about. He playing some TV thing, but he's more in movies kind of thing. Unless if I'm missing things in between, because I don't know all the shows that's out there. Kid. Alright, so let me just leave it. People are just talking. Oh my, I didn't know it went that far. Alright, next tweet. Okay, this little girl was living her best life. Okay, look at. Okay, so okay, she saw Harry, and now Megan is hugging her. Okay, she's living her best life. She's like, oh, she hugged me. Those kind of little interaction bright up their day. This is something she'll remember for the rest of her life. Let's see the bigger picture here. Look at her. Oh, there's a red hair here. Okay, let's see the next picture. Look at her. Megan is hugging her. She's like, oh my God. Okay. Look at Megan. She's just doing it casually. Casually. Look at her. Still giving her attention by hugging her, and she's talking to somebody else. Okay? That's how she's trying. She wants to give everybody that, because they are on a schedule. She's trying to give everybody that small opportunity of talking to her. Okay? She's right next to her, hug her, and still talking to this little, whoever's there. I don't know who's there right now. Okay? And look at her. That only, Megan didn't even need to speak to her anymore. That hug alone made her day. Okay? Look at her. But unfortunately now, after COVID, this cannot be done anymore. We just have to be prepared for it, because you're going to see people's going to start blaming. Okay? I'm just preparing for things to come already, because people's going to still try to keep their distance, because you don't know how this is going to linger out. Okay? And then they're going to start blaming her for not being close or all of this. So that's just a warning already. They're going to start blaming her. But luckily for us, okay, before the COVID, we get to know her true self. Okay? She wasn't a freaking mannequin meeting people. Okay? Look at her. Next. Okay, let's go to the comment here. He bless her heart. She has the expression of someone who just won the lottery. Yeah, this is something she will have it for the rest of her life. Okay? When she tell her kids, I met Prince Harry, I met Meghan hugged me and all of this when I was a child. And then there's the picture. She could go on the internet. Okay? She doesn't even need to put it, well, she could. Okay? She could frame it and put it her, whatever they call it. Do they still have this thing where you have a book full of pictures and stuff like that? Okay, now you just go online and search for it. Okay, that's Precious Doll, Sussex for life. Okay, there's this. She's so lucky. I wish I was her. Okay. When I was young, I remember I used to think this kind of thing. I wish I was somebody else or something like that. But as I grew up, no matter what stage problem I'm going with, I'm like, you know what? I'm happy with who I am. Because sometimes as a growing up, when you grow up, you realize growing up, adults, okay, have a facade. Okay, they have a way of making people see them as something that they are, as someone they're not. But deep inside, they go into some problem, whether they like to shop, they jacked up their credit card, and then they go into some headache to pay their bills and all of that, but yet they still have a front to make you believe this is who they are, when in fact they are not. So I always, God always give you the baggage you can carry. So I like the baggage that I have now. So I'm satisfied with who I am. Whether or not I don't even want to meet Harry and Meghan. You know why? If you hear all the nonsense that I'm talking when I see that picture, they're gonna say, girl, shut your YouTube channel. I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking that when you saw this picture. I was not thinking about that at all. So I don't know where you get your nonsense. So I don't want Harry and Meghan to take my reality away. My alternative reality of them. I like to see them the way they are. Keep doing what they do. I'll support them. I'll do the shout out for them. I don't want to meet them. Okay, I want to live in my alternative reality, my alternative universe. I'm fine where I am. I don't want to meet them. They're fine where they are. They'll put me in my place. Saying, girl, shut the hell up, okay? All right, let's see. Next tweet. All right, so let's see here. I hope there's no music in this, because I want you guys to listen to it. All right. When I saw it, I just bookmark it. That's what I do. Whenever I see things, I bookmark it. So my first expression, whatever come to mind, I want to reserve it for when I'm recording for you guys. Okay, Princess Diana's sudden death shocked the world, but for Prince Harry, it was devastating. At just 12 years old, the only way to cope was to bury his grief. All right, you guys have heard me talk about him before. Okay, I spoke about it. All right, let's hope there's no music. What the hell? 9 minutes? That'll be the end of my video. You know what? Let's look at the comment. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that 9 minutes at the end. Of course, his mother's death was devastating, but it angered me that no one seems to remember that Diana had 2 sons and that William's grief was compounded by the feeling of responsibility he felt for his younger sibling. Why is that son's loss considered any less important? Okay, let's see here. Just because one bleats about it and is now using her name to monetize his wife exorbitant need, and the other get up about his duty and business, such a double standard. Okay, I hope, who is she referring? Yeah, I know she meant some of the things, she makes sense here, but this part I don't get it. Okay, I don't get some part of here, only if she had expressed which brother she's talking about, because okay, let's see. He can't stay away. Can he? A verb, though they told us they didn't want to use the social media. What is going on? Now I'm lost. Okay, heartbreaking. So I'm kind of lost of this, because what is it? His wife exorbitant needs. Whose wife exorbitant needs? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to reserve my opinion here, because I'm not sure which of these, because both of them are married now. Okay, so I'm going to reserve. Okay, but the first part I completely understand her, but this part I'm going to reserve my thought, because I don't know which brothers, which wives are they talking about, or she's talking about. So I reserve my comment here. I'm not gonna say anything. You know what? So I don't lose this video, because I want to show it to you. I want to come back to it last. I'm gonna open another tweet tab. Okay, what number was this? Because I number it. Okay, that was number 8. Let's see what's this about. Okay, this is Fred Mom. This I didn't bookmark, but I just saw it. Okay, she just tweeted an hour ago. Also this TMZ. What is that? 15 seconds. What is that? Oh, that's just freaking disgusting. Hammer lets son suck on his toes. Wife respond to backlash. Oh, that's freaking I just want to throw up. Okay, you're off. Hello 2021. Why? How did blood play and cannibalism become kink? Oh, that's just nasty. That's just nasty. But the germs. Oh, this dude. Who is this guy? What the actual F? Okay. Oh, okay. Why did I read this? Alright, let me stick to my bookmark, okay? I'm saying some crazy stuff. Alright, this one I bookmark. I don't know why. Okay? Whether through our work with women who've experienced disadvantage, baking treats you can share during lockdown, or the stories found in Rising Hope Cookbook. Luminary always hopes to shine a bit of light into the darkness and bring hope even when it's hard to find. I think is it Luminary? Okay, is it a charity? I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, now I'm starting to have too many tabs. Let's see. Luminary, let's say bakery. Okay, Luminary Bakery. What is that? Okay, Luminary social enterprise in London. It's a London social enterprise bakery that helps to create jobs. Okay, but let me read. Create jobs, community, and support women who have experienced social disadvantage. I was like, I know it's something, but I wasn't sure. Luckily, I looked it up. I didn't say my nonsense. Okay, so it helps women find jobs and all of this. All right, so that's why I think I bookmark it. Okay, so they have a Rising Cookbook. All right. So there's no comments. There's retweets and stuff like that. 39 likes and stuff. Alright, if some of you forgot about it, so it's still in present, okay? So these are some of the things maybe I did follow her for it to come on my timeline for me to bookmark it. Alright, so let's see here. 2 years ago today, so pleased to have been part of their journey. This visit enabled our vital work to be showcased around the world. A wonderful day for everyone. Forever grateful, Meghan and Harry. Okay, tomorrow's woman rival. Okay, what an absolute honor, escorting Meghan and Harry around tomorrow's woman. You gave our women attentive time and made them feel so special. Thank you. Alright, so when I see those kind of things, the charities or the things that Harry and Meghan lend their support and then they return the favor, I like to highlight them some more. Okay, so like the Vogue thing, I've told you guys, the UK Vogue. Okay, I'm done with them, especially with that what that guy did in that interview. So whenever they do something, you're not gonna see it on my thing. But something like this, they're still thinking Harry and Meghan, especially at a time where everybody's pounding at them, meaning pounding at Harry and Meghan. But for them to still show support, that means a lot to me. So that's why I think I bookmark it to show it. Okay, for some of you who didn't know or forgot who they are, and just bring highlight to them. Okay, let's see something. Okay, let's see here. Okay, they were a base women charity working with women aged 18 plus and young women 14 to 17, and our newest project enabling women to make a positive lifestyle change. So that's what they are about. Okay, so bring some light to them some more. Okay, that was lovely engagement. Okay, let's see here. Look at them paying attention. Okay, that's how you know when they are at a place, when they give you their, they tell you they're gonna support you at a time. This is, okay, I'm just throwing this out here just based on the picture. Okay, obviously I wasn't there. Okay, when they tell a charity or whatever it is, I'm gonna support you, I wanna be your patronage. Okay, when they utter that word to the charity, from the moment they utter those words to those charity, they all in. Even if they didn't sign any papers yet, I don't know how those things work. Okay, once they tell those CEO of those charities or whatever, okay, those top person of the charity, they give them the okay, I want to be your patronage, and the okay return to them, say yes, you can represent us, they all in. So here I'm gonna assume, okay, I'm gonna assume they are learning more about the charity, or maybe something new happened, they're explaining to them what's going on. And look at this woman holding her chest saying, oh, maybe something was being said, maybe is a recipient of that charity who have got help from them, explaining to them how the charity helped them. Okay, I'm just throwing things out here. Okay, and then look at Harry paying attention. You don't see the silly side of them now. Okay, this is why I'm telling you, they are everything. You see, they're silly, they're funny, they laugh, they don't hold back. So right now they're paying attention to what the charity is about. That way, when they go to other event, it may not have to do with any charitable work. Okay, they have black tie kind of thing. With COVID, we know they're not gonna, they don't have that. But maybe after we get out of that pandemic, okay, when they go to a black tie event or they go to some kind of social event, okay, that has nothing to do with charity. But remember, there's professionals in every one of us. We all are specialized on something, whatever it may be. Some of you may think you don't you don't hold anything special, but there's something you know better than somebody else. Okay, so you happen to be in that particular party or together or whatever, and you explaining yourself. This is why you have to be yourself when you go places. You don't try to make BS. Okay, that way when they come across you, maybe your expertise might be helpful to one of those charities. This is why they pay attention when things, when they are in a meeting, they talking about the event and things like that. And then once they know the foundation of that particular charity, they go out. Okay, they're representing the particular charity. Okay, they understand the foundation of the charity. They understand what is needed from them for the charity to be upkeep. Okay, now they create a special event for that particular charity. They could read the room. They could see who is freaking a statue. They could read who is flexible with their conversation. They could see or they could read certain people, how they behave and stuff, and then they could easily match themselves, okay, at that moment with that particular person. And that's how they are so relatable to so many people. Okay, they are versatile. They could be anything at any moment at any time. So when they go places, they could read a room. Okay, they could know how to behave. Okay, if they are being silly, That's because the room, the environment that they are in, the people around them are like that. The people will know, oh, it's okay if they do that. Okay? So that's what I mean sometimes. So here you see them sitting very attentively, paying attention. Look at Meghan. All right? Look at Harry. Both of them serious right now. All right? Let's see here. Follow the link below. Okay, so that was a post about that. All right? Let's see what some of the scribes say here. Lovely memory. Where has that 2 years gone? Our Women's Center, we're so excited for you. Okay, 2 years. Wow. Keep up the great work. I was a real royal watcher until Meghan went. Okay. You know, if you think Meghan is the problem, all right, that's fine. You don't have to be. But it's it's a shame you have to come here and say it, because the thing that I just read here about what someone in the royal family just did, push himself into a woman's room to assault her, and you're thinking this is okay. So that tells me the type of person you are. It's okay. You don't have to follow it. Okay, I'm glad. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm so happy for you that you're not part of this because of Meghan. Okay, you're not part of it because the mindset this kind. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay, a real royal watcher until Meghan ruined it. Okay, if you come across my video or you see me talking about it, what did Meghan do to ruin it? In comparison to some of the thing I just read before. Okay, what Andrew did, what the cousin of the Queen did, force himself, and he plead guilty. Okay, and now he's a sex offender. Tell me how that match up with Meghan. That's all. Let me get out of here. Okay, this type of people, they still have to come and show themselves. Okay, it was la visite, content pour vous. Okay, that's French. Okay, that's great. So in the last 2 years, can we have an update? What's changed? What happened? Well done. I would like to know too. That's a good question. Okay, amazing, time flies. Can't believe it was that long ago. Just one visit, nothing since. Typical. All right, okay, we have the freaking virus. Okay, you want them to be like the other two idiots doing a train ride? Okay, and then you know what about the other charity that the other one went and then visit for 8 years? Okay, you should say typical royals, I guess. But Meghan and Harry has that freaking pandemic. Okay, that spread to breathing the infested air that they keep on spreading. Okay, just one visit, nothing since. Typical. Okay, my answer to that is the virus. Okay, and the other one who took that train ride cost the taxpayers so much money, and then I find out on the comment section of one of my videos, some of those people they met have COVID. That's because they met them. Jeez. All right. So you see, 3 hours ago, this person just, no way, that was 2 years ago. All right. So, okay, let's move on. You can never get into these people's brain. Okay, the pose. Let's see here. Look like she's doing Irish dancing. I'm just saying. She probably was just standing. Okay, she looked like she's doing Irish dancing. That's all. That's the first thing that came to mind. Let's see this one. I like that one also. Look at her. Paying attention. Come on, paying attention to whatever the conversation was. Okay, love it. She's so damn cool. Such beauty. That smile too. Such a natural poser. Yep. Let's see here. All right. This one, I see I said dirty talk. Maybe I'll leave that. That's number 12. I'll come back to that. The next one. All right, let's see this one. All right, so this evening we had a delivery of pizza from unknown source to critical care at NHS. After some investigation, we found out that a group of sixth form students had clubbed together to get them to us. Honestly, loss of word at the kindness. Okay, hard, thank you. So it looks like, all right, this is how you pay people. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying you pay people with food. Money is the way to pay people. That way they could do what they need to do with the money. But it seemed like, students, Okay, what is that? Let's look at what it is. Okay, the official Twitter feed for University Hospital of North Midland NHS Trust. The trust run Royal Stark University Hospital and County Hospital Stark. Okay, so that's what they are about. So some student, okay, find a way to get them the pizzas, okay, to help them. So here she's tweeting about it to say thank you. But you have those other people who have much, excessive kind of fund to do much more for those NHS people. Instead, they rather give them clap. Okay? What does a clap do? What does a clap do? Okay, well then, if that doesn't make me all choked up, okay, especially if we've grown as adults, pretending it's all fine, denying or dismissing is just an elderly. The kids see them, kids see through that shit, okay? Okay, it is said this, okay? I didn't say it out of nowhere. Or those UK pizzas, I thought they closed down all the businesses. Maybe peek inside the box. Okay, let's see here. Takeaway delivery is still allowed, Jerry. Okay. God bless the NHS. Okay. I've wanted to do this for my local hospital, but didn't know how to do it. If I made it for the attention of critical care, will it get there? Any doctors, nurses who can comment on this? Okay. Hi, Becky. That's what these teens did. Just order it to be delivered to critical care, and it got there. We really were blown away with such a kind gesture. Okay. So they're explaining how they remain in business. Okay, so you just made the order and say who it is for, and it is for first responders and kind of thing. They'll do it. It seems. Okay, I'm several thousand million miles away, so I don't know. I'm just reading the tweet. All right, what practical thing like this can we do at hospital around the country instead of clapping? There it is. Okay, instead of clapping, worries about getting in the way or spreading infection. Okay, stay home, wear a mask, isolate if you have symptom or asked to. That will help NHS the most. Yeah, this is what I've been doing. I'm doing my part. I find my, I guess, therapy here, reading the tweets for you guys. Okay. All right. What a brilliant young people. What a fantastic kind of thoughtful gesture. Many young people get a label stuck to them. Okay, that they are this and that, but no, not all young people are out for trouble or bashing old grannies, etc. There's a lot of thoughtful youngs out there. All right, so okay, six farmers, I guess six farmers student, okay, and the government. This one is the six farmer student. That's the pizza, and the other one, this is what the government is giving them. What does that do? This is like baby meals. And in my last video, I talked really deep into these, okay, what I thought about it. So I don't want to repeat myself in here. Enough said. Well done to the youngsters. I work on the front line in the NHS for 20 years, and I know just how grateful you'll be for this. Okay, with school. Wow, what public spirits from the often maligned youth of today. We need to recruit those youngsters. NHS golden opportunity made my day. Okay, be kind. Okay, they didn't say sadly, but they take away they were from was and stone to guessing it's that way. Okay, what I love, and years to come you'll forget how the pizza tasted, but you'll never forget the kindness they showed. Okay, that's the power of doing lovely things for people. It has such a long-lasting effect and can transform their outlook on the world. For some reason, when reading this, my cousin, okay, she's about to retire. She's gonna retire. The only reason she doesn't retire yet, because the public school, I think they're gonna do something like, I think, buy them out. Meaning that because the old teachers who's been there for so long, they have, this is what union do for you. Okay, this is why those people ruin the union. But the teachers in New York City have union to protect them and all of this. So they're telling them what's happening. There's a possibility they're gonna buy some of these old teachers who've been there for decades out. That way they could recruit new students, not new students, new teachers, So my cousin who's about to retire, I think she held back her papers because when she heard there's gonna be a buyout, so instead of submitted her retiring and leave with nothing, just whatever thing she has, okay, but if she could leave where they buy her out, okay, to retired, give her some money on top of it, so she's waiting for that. That's why she's still into that. But one thing that came to mind as I was reading this, because before the pandemic, we usually have little discussion here and there, and she's saying how hard it is with those kids. She's teaching high school. These are young adult kind of kids, teenagers kind of thing. Are they not listening and things like that? Sometimes you see one good student out of all of them who you see their potential and all of this, and then the others will ruin them and stuff like that. And sometimes she can't take it. And one thing she always say is that she always leave her door open for anybody who wants to learn. And then when she see one of the good students before the others ruin them, okay, she will spend time with that one particular student who's willing to take her help, accept her help, and teach and help that particular student. And sometimes she come late where they're not even paying her anymore, okay, she will help that student, okay, to pass those regent tests and all of this. And then I don't know, something brought this to mind, you know, and I think she was taking the train going to work, and she came across one of her old students. She was telling me that she didn't even recognize the student, but the student recognized her. And the student was thanking her so much, how much she did for her. And she still, I don't think she remember who that kid is, but she can't remember that kid. But the kid who saw her on the train going to work, you know, how much she thanked her for some of the thing, I guess she did for her. Not only helping her with her schoolwork or anything like that, but just talking to her, letting her know things that she's doing was wrong and things like that. And you know, that's the kind of help she got several years later, because my cousin can never, still to this day, she never remember who that student was, but the student remember her. She was telling me. All right, next tweet. What is this? Okay, someone also sent me cheese. He is me being fascinated. It was, okay, who's that? Okay, if there's something you like doing, the chances are that it's illegal, it's immoral, or or it makes you fat. Okay, so that's what she's saying. We're married now. Oh, I think I know why I did that, because of that tweet that, oh my Lord, you guys gonna laugh, of that tweet that I read. I think I went through the entire tweet, the comments. I think that's why I bookmarked it when I saw cheese. Okay, and I was like, let me see what's in the comment here. Okay, we'll approve of this too. And then remember, she said here, and we're married now. Oh, so they're gonna have cheese during the pandemic. How well that cheese is gonna work. Sometimes too much of something doesn't work the same anymore. It's when it's rare. When it's rare, you have to ration it. Oh, I was just thinking, oh my, you know what? I don't want to put that in here. You know, during this pandemic, you know, if you're in lockdown with your husband or something, working from home, there are other things you can do where, you know, you don't lose that magic. Okay, there's so many ways you can do it. You don't have to do it every day. Okay, do it every day will ruin it, to tell you the truth. There's different way. Oh man, I don't want YouTube to block my channel. All right, please keep tagging him in the cheese tweet. Poop block. I love black sticks. Okay, blue and baked camembert, but I pretty much like them all. Okay, let's see here. I love it. LOL. Cheese is life. Okay, I concur. Why? Okay, let's see. I'm sure I read somewhere that men can be fascinated by 20-pound notes. Thanks for showing that it works. Have faith in cheese. Oh my God, it continued. I didn't know it was like that. Okay, I knew I had to bookmark it. When things return to some semblance of normal, I will be taking cheese with me on my next date. You just have to was it? I guess believe. Okay, I think she meant believe. Believe. Okay, okay. Hey, so it does work. We really have fascinated by cheese. Okay, hell yes. Okay, that looks that absolutely bollock. Okay, I'm incredibly jealous, but enjoy, gorgeous. Okay, I'm so excited to stick my face in it all. Okay, haha, what a fab picture. I'm not even gonna say what I was thinking for laughing that way. Okay, it's all glamorous here. Okay, let's see here. What did they say here? Okay, I get it. It's pretty enormous. If someone bought me a wheel of brie, cheese should be a more common gift to women. Okay, the other day I didn't think about it. Sometimes I'm slow too. The other day my husband was like, that cheese we used to buy, because when I go shopping with him, not only we follow the list, but sometimes we go to the cheese aisle. There's certain cheese that I like and things like that, and he will never buy. So it has some seasoning and some spice in it and things like that, so it's usually more expensive. So when I go to the shopping with him, I will say, let's buy this particular cheese and stuff. So the other day he was craving that. It then crossed my mind to say, you know what, I think today he's probably gonna go shopping. I'll tell him to get some. Maybe we'll have some fun this weekend. Oh, and something else too? Today my kids have half a day and they don't have school on Monday. And yesterday while I was in the shower, I was like, oh, well, we should do something, because usually when they have long weekends like that, that's how sometime in between school I will take them to long weekends, get away or something like that. We stay at a hotel. For some reason they love hotel, or maybe go to an indoor water park kind of thing. So it's when I got out the shower, I was about to tell my husband, oh, let's do something. The kids don't have school on Monday and they have half a day. And I just remember the freaking pandemic. This freaking pandemic just shattered everything. And then usually I will work with them. Okay, so at night, during the day, it's all them. They're playing in the water, they do this, they do whatever. But at night, if I'll take some schoolwork with me. That's when they do their homework, if they have to study. So in other words, there's no TV at night. Okay, after they play and do all of this, okay, we do the homework, we do this thing, we study and things like that, and then the next day they play again. So that's how we do it. And that's what we were gonna do this weekend. I was like, oh damn, the freaking pandemic. Alright, so let's get back to the tweet. Okay, absolutely, I'm gonna put a request on Valentine's Day. Okay, that's right, Valentine is right around the corner, February. Okay, still not laughing cow in sight. Okay, there's that. Oh my god. To be fair, that fascinating cheese. Okay, that's heaven to me. Me too, absolutely food porn. Sexy cheese. Okay, congratulations, thank you. I need a cheese and blue like that. Okay, we all need cheese and blues. Okay, maples and cheese. This monkey is going to heaven. Maybe I should follow her. Am I following her? What else does she have here? 14. This one is all packed up, ready to fly to her new home in the US. I'm sometimes sad to see them go, but I could not be happier about where they're going. Okay, I don't know what is that. What is this? Oh, that's a paint. Okay, somebody bought this. All right. She's been there too. Okay, she wants to leave. There's one paint I regret for not buying it, a painting. That was several years ago. Maybe could have been maybe 15-20 years now. Oh no, more than shit, thinking about it, might be even 30 years. Okay, I went to my uncle's in Maryland, took the bus and stuff like that. I didn't want to drive, I just wanted to relax. It's like a getaway I wanted to do. Okay, I didn't want to think about driving. I just sat on the bus and look at the countryside and all of that. So when you're driving, you can't really do that. So I didn't want my mind to be on it was one of those little getaway. Okay, so at night, my cousin had friends over, and one of them bought one of her painting, and then she was selling. And I look at the painting. It was the color tone of the paint. I still remember it. Are horses. The color tone was brown and black. They so blended well together. It's like dark brown. Think of cowboys and stuff like that. But it was horses running, and it was dark brown, light brown, and dark and stuff like. When I look at it, if I had the money at that time, I would buy it. This is one painting in my life I regret not having the money to buy. And still to this day, I think about it. Okay, because when I saw it, I felt something. I felt something. But there's other painting. I'm like, I'm not spending, even if it was a penny, I'm not going to buy it. I don't want to say anything about this here. Next tweet. Oh, okay, that's that thing. And I said I'm going to leave it. Did I retweet it twice? Okay. So someone retweeted it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that for last, the video for last. People wonder why, okay, he will do anything in his power to protect his wife and their son. Okay, so I read this already. Okay, can't wait for William and Kate to try and tell the world they are woke now, since right-wing extremists isn't cool anymore. Okay, let's see, won't fly. I just saw Tomney trying to distance herself from Megxit, and they were dragging her. Besides, William has gone viral for being a right-wing douche in his own right, okay? And British Britain will forever turn on he and Kate, okay, as the Tories scapegoat them. This is why I always say they were waiting. People who've watched all of my videos, when I said the US, they were waiting for the US. All the stuff that you see going around the world, it was planned, okay? From the food thing now that's being discussed in the UK, from everything that you see is going around the world, the Britics, and you see Trump got US out of that agreement kind of thing, okay? All of these were an agreement. They were planned. Okay, the one country they were waiting for was the US. Okay, the US said no, I'm not going with you. And you see, Trump is still fighting for that kind. Okay, we're not at the woodwork yet, because Americans are still fighting, because it's not January 20th yet. There's more to come. Okay, so they were waiting for the US, and now all of a sudden those negative talk and all of this is no longer the it kind of thing. And this is why Harry and Meghan will always be seen as beacon of superiority out of all of those royals, because at the heat of the moment, okay, Harry could have easily go along with the hate that was going on, okay, but he said no, I'm not about that. But instead you see other people tagging along, because that's where the mic was. You think the power is gonna remain throughout, okay? There's always an end to everything. There's always an end to everything. Nothing lasts forever. This is the thing people always fail to forget. Nothing lasts forever. But this one, those British, those white wing kind of echo thing we were hearing 24/7, that got people angry. You know, within 4 years, you see how United States turned so angry. Cops pushing this old man, you know, fell behind his head. You know, nothing lasts forever. Not life, not nothing. Okay, so that's what I got out of this. Okay, well, they're quite a bind, because I feel like that's kind of their base now. By chasing off the Sussexes, they are inadvertently became the team leader of racist and, okay, misogynistic. Okay, Kate's appeal of silence and obedient is what her friend like about her. Okay, decidedly not woke. Okay, they are already doing it, posing with black people. Like that gonna change them is their new strategy. That's one thing. Well, I don't know about the UK, but in the US you can't. Okay, let me rephrase that. I know some black Brits, okay, don't buy their nonsense. Definitely in the US, they could read through you. You don't play them. Okay, when you think you're playing them, you're playing yourself. They could read through all your BS. Okay, you could see Kamala Harris sometime when she's talking to you. Okay, her face expression only will tell you, I'm not buying your BS. Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sure the right-wing base will praise them for it. Okay, I sincerely hope that Biden and Harris decline any invitation to Buckingham Palace. All right, so this is something you guys need to understand. They cannot. They have to. Okay? They're not talking about themselves only. They're not just there to represent, just Harry or something like that. You have to think of the country as a whole. They have to be diplomatic. Whew, I remember that word. They have to be diplomatic. They may not agree with everything that the UK are doing. Or maybe this is the time or chance to speak in person and let them know where they want their respective countries heading. Okay, so they have to be diplomatic. They have to show up. There's no doubt about it. They have to show up. Okay, they can't decline. Okay, things like that. Okay, a small gesture like that could cause war. You have to see the bigger picture. Sometimes the misunderstanding of things, just by saying no, it could be for a different reason. He's not feeling well or something like that. If you don't explain it, okay, in plain term, okay, if you don't explain it, these small little things, this small little chess move could cause war. Okay, and that's not what we want. All right, so we have to be more open-minded than that. Okay, like President Obama always said, you don't have to agree with everything someone you're making deal with, but you have to get something out of it. That's all. All right. Unfortunately, they never do that. Diplomatic matters always supersede personal. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, this person said exactly what I was saying. Okay, that's exactly that. All right, that's exactly that. I know. I was just wishful thinking. Okay, so this kind of wishful thinking is a little bit too selfish. Okay, it's too selfish. You have to take this into other broader things too. All right, there could be a family you don't agree with their ways. You don't have to be partying with them all the time, but sometimes there are events that are happening where you have to show up to show respect. Okay, you just never know when other thing might happen. You don't know what's gonna happen down the line that where you might need their help. That's the thing. Okay, if they ever touch on the subject of systematic racism, best believe it, I'll be calling their hypocrite asses out. Okay, and they have Kamala Harris there. I mean, let me stop. I don't want to talk when she's not even in office yet. Okay. Okay, they're gonna try to push mental health issue that island and are gonna get eaten up. They're gonna need answer for their behavior. I think that's why we're getting the Cambridge going to, Cali stories and Christmas exchange to clean up their image over here. Yeah, they have to create some nonsense. That's true. She's right. Why are the railroaders now trying to drop Mexico now? Okay, I mean, you guys know they all for money. They have to create headlines. So people who buy into those nonsense are the victim of those things. But the people who's writing it, they know it's not true. Okay, they just want to make money. Okay, those newspapers, it seems like you have to read them as a novel kind of book. Okay, those kind of thing, fiction kind of thing, to distract you. But if you take it at heart and act upon it, then it's on you. Okay, one claims she never liked the term, though she immediately used it last January. She used it last January. They're all reading the room, but we didn't forget. Yeah, this is where you have to, when your core values is at play, you have to have moral to know when something is not right. And when you realize it, you have to give yourself a pat on the back for knowing the entire room was infested with negativity, and for one of you to be in the middle of it, in the midst of it, to say, oh my God, I'm realizing this is not good for me. This is negative talk here. I need to get myself out of this. Okay, you have to thank yourself for that, because it's very hard to realize it, because when is it not pressure, when what's that thing? There's a word for it. Where they convincing you this is the way to go, okay? But you pull yourself together to say, no, that's not the way to go. You know, you have to pat yourself in the back to say, thank God I didn't see it that way. I didn't go with the popular vote, which was wrong, which was the wrong voice. Not popular vote, popular voice, okay, which was the wrong voice. Okay, you have to pat yourself in the back when you realize, you know, this was wrong. Because realizing things is very important. That's how you know you can correct yourself. Okay, right, left wing extremists with Harry and Meghan is so much better. Okay, me with my 30 fashion earring from AliExpress now and investigating the squash peeler. Okay, all right, let's start going out and doing stuff then. The health of other people isn't your responsibility. Okay, go out for lunch with your friend. What? You're telling her to do the wrong thing here. Go out. Remember, we're in the midst of the pandemic. The thing is not, you know, it's not done yet. Go out to lunch with your friend, and if you give the virus to one of them and their grandma dies, it's not your responsibility. Yeah, that's not how this works. Okay, she was quoting somebody here. Okay, you can't. Okay, so there's 10 comments in here. Okay, I hope that I'm spreading it. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna leave this here because it's turning into a different thing. Because I told you guys, I have one of my very good friends is a Russian lady, and before the pandemic, every now and then we go for coffee, we go for a walk, we talk about kids and things like that, right? So we haven't met for a while now. Now it's going for a year. So occasionally we call each other, and when we're on the phone, we don't talk that long. We just see how each other's doing, if we are healthy, the family, and then that's it. So she's asking me to have coffee and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm that chicken shit that people are talking about the pandemic, okay? F this pandemic. I miss eating out with my friend. Eating out with your friends, okay? She fixed that. Okay, laughing my ass off. Literally just check my account to see if I can even afford to make myself feel better. Me, I'm not an online person kind of thing. Very rarely I buy things online, unless if I have to. Actually, when I need something, I tell my husband, because he has accounts with those like Amazon and all of this. I'll tell him what I need and I say buy it for me, because I'm not that online shopping kind of person. Okay, hello police ID. I like to report identity theft. Okay. Since I have no plans anymore, now I write expected delivery date on my physical calendar. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, in case it wasn't clear why Elizabeth Windsor loves the setup of the royal voter, negative Sussex stories are generally started by the royal voter. The very rare negative stories about the Cambridges usually come from the real journalists, and the royal voter completely ignore the story. Okay, let's see here. Exactly. And when the real journalists write a story about the Kemps or someone else in the royal family, the fan fiction writers from the voter use their immediate burner account to bully the journalists. Okay, how can he, a royal reporter, and ignore an important story about the future heir and his wife? LOL. A good thing the people following the sham are just dumb idiots. Okay, in Case in point, crickets on the email confirming that they were told not to come to Scotland. Okay, I think I read this in one of the tweet videos. No morning shows discussing it. No polls, no talk show ranting about it. Total silent from the royal rodent, but they bitching about the Sussex is not having social media. I mean, whenever they are in trouble, they find something about, you know, it could be a small little conversation that's going on Twitter, and then they pick it out and expand it to a different kind of branch of conversation to avoid talking about the. I mean, at the end, you know, they all those things will come and hunt them. Look at how long it took for Charles to get the revenge that Princess Diana needed. Okay, with to the Netflix and all of that. Maybe me talking about it will raise it up again. Okay, you posting things about your current wife right now, and people telling you no, they still love Diana, Princess Diana. This, I love Princess Diana forever. All of this. So eventually, no matter what they do, nature will find its course. Okay, I've said this. We may not see it now. Maybe it may not be in my lifetime. Who knows? Eventually, it will caught up to them. Instead, they're creating sin after sin after sin to cover one sin, and they create another sin and stuff like that. Eventually, it will caught up to them. Okay, that's on them. Okay, just thinking about how the world would have completely ignored the story about William and Kate ignoring email from Scotland government to change the PR tour plans. Okay, I mean, we're hearing about it now. Okay, we're hearing about it now. Before we didn't know. Okay, they're going out and spread that thing. All right, next one. Okay, 2 years ago, Harry made sure that everyone knew his fully 5 months old, 5 months pregnant wife was his. Let's see here. 10 seconds. She's mine. Let's listen to it. Alright, any Karen who was there, don't even think about it. My wife is here, she's mine. Okay, don't even try anything. Okay, let's see here. I know Harry said that in his sleep while he's dreaming of her. Okay, I don't have to take you there. She took you guys there. Okay, I know Harry said that in his sleep while he dreams of her. LOL. I love when he do that. Okay, he's probably. Okay, Harry does not hesitate to tell anyone who will listen how much he loves it. He loves Meghan. So cute. I love this. Can we get a compilation of all time Harry said she's mine or was protective of her space? Okay, please, please, please. Okay, who have time to go through all thousands of videos? I know some squads do. Okay, I'll leave it up to them. I would love to see that. I go post it on Angela Levin's page. The squad are so petty. They're so petty. It's like, do it. Just do it so I could go post it on somebody's page. To annoy them. There it is. There's a GIF for everything. It's like I'm waiting for her to get to it so I could go post it. Okay, he's so proud of her. This couple never stopped making me swoon. Okay, he will defend her with his last breath. Yep. Okay, I noticed the lady sitting behind them. Did she look at Cambridge, then look at them? The expression of her face. Let's see here. Well, there's a cut here. Okay, if you go then editing, there's a cut right there. There's a cut right there to see that face turn. It wasn't smooth. All right, so there's a cut. So it's probably different time or something like that. There's a cut there. Here is something else. Petty Harry. You see? This guy. What I love about this is that Meghan's surrounded by women and he still felt the need to make sure they understood she's with him as if they were competition. I contended the other way around. Okay? He's with her. Okay? Oh, yeah, she just want to let it be known. He just want to let it be known. Don't try. Don't be a Karen around my wife and me. Okay? I'm already taken. She's on my... And yesterday in one of the tweets, I saw in a picture, he has his wedding band, okay? And then the other hand, he has another ring. So I'm just wondering, what does that mean? Maybe there's something in the world that I don't know about. Okay, yes, Harry is consistent of his lovely, intelligent wife, genuine, forward, moving, people love and are inspired by her. This is what triggered the UK powers that the royal and the British media, okay, the royal family and the British and the hateful followers. So I like a few periods film of them, like some 8th century love story. Then the fact every period until I'm spent. Okay, Harry must be so happy fewer people get to share Meghan with him now. Of course. Of course, he probably only shared it with his mom, with Miss Doria and Archie, and everything else. It's all him. I'm sure Miss Doria don't even want to be around them. Okay, just give Miss Doria her grandson, and then you could have the whole day with you. Because just remember, Miss Doria only have one child, and that's Megan. She protected Megan to her fullest. She didn't bring, I mean, sometimes it's hard. Not every woman can do that, okay? Okay, I don't know if she had anything on the side and between, but never bring the guy in the house or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, okay? That's human nature. You guys come after me and say, stop talking about Miss Doria. I'm just talking, okay? But the thing is that Miss Doria didn't introduce any men. Well, okay, I don't know. Okay, let me just say I don't know. But she did what she had to do as a mother, raise Megan to what we see now. Okay, so right now, remember in one of my videos where I said Harry and Megan probably creating some code words or telling Archie to tell Grandma to take me out to the playground. I don't even think Miss Doria need them to say that. Okay, just give Miss Doria Archie. She's content. Okay, because she only get to raise Megan. Maybe she wanted a second child but never find the right person to do it with. Okay, so now that she has her grandson, okay, she's content. You guys could have the house to yourself. Tell me when to come back. 5 hours later, the next day, 72 hours, because they live in a big ass house. Okay, there's different place. Miss Doria probably have her own place and that Montecito place. Okay, just give me Archie. Don't even worry about feeding him. Give me a bunch of diapers, food, whatever. I'm fine. Go do your thing. Walk out. hang on the chandelier, butt naked. I don't care. Just tell me when to come. I'll come. Give me my grandson. You guys go have the house to yourself. Okay, Miss Doria is in heaven right now with her grandson. And then this is the thing also, how nature works its way. All right, Miss Doria and Megan made the ultimate sacrifice first. Okay, Megan moved over there away from her mother because Miss Doria had Megan as that's probably her best friend. Okay, yes, Miss Doria may have other friends where she talk different things with different friends, but that connection, motherly kind of thing, not that Megan is an adult, they probably talk about different things now. Okay, so Miss Doria, believe it or not, she made the ultimate sacrifice first to let Megan go to the UK, live in the UK. Now, I know now communication is easy. She could easily pick up the phone and things like that. But that one-on-one, get together, go or have a home cooked meal together, or go out and have or go watch a movie. That was before the pandemic, okay? Or go see an artwork. There's one video I came across, one of the squad posted, where Megan and Miss Doria were at an event. Okay, these are the things they used to do together. So Miss Doria made the ultimate sacrifice as a friendship, because people need other people to communicate, to stay alive and stuff like that. You guys could look at yourself right now with the midst of the pandemic. Okay, if you alone by yourself, it's hard. Okay, so Miss Doria made the ultimate sacrifice at first, but nature found its course and said, okay, you were willing to do that for the greater good. Okay, let's turn the course back now. They're gonna come to you. Okay, now people will have a better understanding why they are with you now. Okay, because the environment over there was not accepting your daughter for the ultimate sacrifice she made to leave you alone over here. Okay, to have that dinner, that one-on-one conversation. Maybe sometimes Miss Doria still hold her daughter. Okay, they're watching TV. Megan's head is on Miss Doria's lap. Okay, so this kind of human touch, human connection, she didn't have that once Megan moved over there. Okay, so now nature said, I'm gonna reward you. Okay, you weren't selfish. You saw the ultimate goal. You see how much work your daughter will be doing to help millions of others. Okay, they didn't accept it. They trash her. Okay, we're gonna make them come back to you. Now they're with you. You enjoy your grandson. Okay, do what you need. Do this, do that. And you know, Harry, who probably spoiling Archie left and right. Left and right. And Miss Doria, you know, I mean, I don't think Miss Doria will intervene. I very doubt it. Will intervene between a mother and a son, or a son and a father. I don't think Miss Doria will intervene during the midst of disciplinary act. I guarantee you, I don't think Miss Doria will do that. Maybe afterward, after the disciplinary have been done, everything is calm, okay, people move away, and then she might bring, you know, said, you know, not in front of Archie, of course, will say, I think if, you know, the way you did this could have been handled differently or something like that. All right, so I'm just saying. So right now, Miss Doria is in heaven. All right. So all the thing I said before, creating code word, go tell grandma, take me out to the playground and stuff. Miss Doria don't even need it. Maybe when Harry start walking around the house, going around a circle, scratching his ass, Miss Doria might get the hint and say, okay. Oh, okay. Harry needs my daughter right now. Let me take Archie. Run for cover. Let me give them the space that they need. Archie, come on, honey, let's go. Oh, Harry, Megan, I'm taking Archie. I'll come back in 5 hours, okay? I'll be back. Let me take Archie here. I'm gonna be over here for a certain amount of time, okay? All right. So sometimes you could read the room. Miss Doria probably don't even need a code word. She's smart enough to know, okay? My daughter is married now. She has a husband. The husband, you know, guys have some needs. You need to give them their space, okay? So, you know, Archie probably with Miss Doria most of the time or something, and said, when do you want Archie back, or something like that. I'm doing all sort of crazy shit in here. Alright, because I'm pretty sure Miss Doria don't mind being with Archie, okay, because she only raised one daughter. Now she have a little boy, okay, it's almost like her son, okay, her grandson. She's, you know, she's more than happy to have another baby in her arm. Okay, Archie's not a baby anymore. She's telling people, Archie's telling people Happy New Year, so a toddler. Alright, so Archie, you know, maybe Archie needs some space away from their mom. They smooching him so much. Okay, I wanna be with grandma. Or maybe this is the sign now. When if Megan and Harry know Archie doesn't like to be squeezed so much, like being squeezed and hugged, and Archie was like, okay, you're squeezing me too much. I wanna go to grandma. Maybe that's the sign when they want Archie to go to grandma. To just keep on hugging him, you know, squeezing Archie, for Archie to say, I want to go to grandma. And Megan might give, if it's Megan who's kind of horny, hey, women need some needs too. Megan might give Harry the eye. Get Archie. Start squeezing him. Give him so much love for him to say, I want to get away from us. Archie wanna get away from his parents. He wants to go to grandma. It's like they're across the room. Okay, Megan give Harry the sign. Get Archie. Squeeze the life out of him for him to go to grandma. And grandma might get the hint whenever Archie said, "Grandma, rescue me. I wanna get away from my parents." Miss Doria knows they need to evacuate. They need to evacuate. Okay, Archie, baby, let's go. It's too hot in here. Let's go. Leave mommy and daddy alone. Okay, alright, let me get out of here. I could go on and on with this crazy thought. Okay, so pretty much the universe is repaying Miss Doria, okay, for that move. All right, let me get out of this thing. Okay, next tweet. Oh my Lord, it's 2 hours. Okay, maybe I'll have to open a different. Okay, I see this. Let me just put it. I'm skipping a couple of things. I saw this. I thought I should put it up. Okay, what note did I put here? Botox Kate versus natural Megan. Okay, Kate reek of Botox. She is so jealous that Megan is beautiful and youth. I mean, whatever I was thinking back there. Okay, let's see the comment. In Kate's defense, I aged pretty fast too if I was married to this goober who ignored me and then realized that I was a pinnacle achievement of my life, having stalked him at university before she met him at all. Okay, all right, let's see here. Okay, she did it again. This is the second time in a span of 6 months. Okay, if you are insecure, not much of Botox will make you feel secure. Anyway, let her do what makes her happy. Okay. I was in the realm of this. I didn't read the comments, but I was in the realm of, when I saw this, to talk about it, is that you know, you have people. You know what, let me just read this. Just look at this. Okay, how are they even age mates? Okay, Megan. All right, let's look at this. This is the first time they compared them before, and I had a whole video talking about that. Okay, it's to exercise and eating right and all of this. She could, wow, and she said, okay, I'm trying to hold my tongue. Oh my Lord, she's killing it down here. Look at her, flawless. Oh my God, flawless. Look at Megan. Next one. Oh, okay. Because I talked so much about it in one video, you know what? I shouldn't even bring it. Let me just skip it. All right, let me go. Okay, the next one is political, so let's skip it. I need to go to that video that I promised I want you to see. Okay, which video was that? This is the video I wanted you guys to see. It's 9 minutes, so I'm gonna leave it. This will be the last video.
She'd had quite a severe head injury, but she was very much still alive on the back seat.
I was crying out for help.
And those people that caused the accident, instead of helping, were taking photographs of her dying.
And we had the media who were completely fascinated by everything we did.
Are they paparazzi in part to blame?
Of course they are.
It was very hard for William and I, knowing that there was absolutely nothing that we could do. We must have been in just this state of shock. For the first 28 years of my life, I never talked about it. How is it that so many people that never met this woman can be crying and showing more emotion than I actually am feeling?
It ain't gonna change it. It ain't gonna bring her back.
Every single time I hear a click, see a flash, it takes me straight back.
In a fit of temper, Harry hit a photographer outside a London nightclub.
I will not be bullied into playing a game that killed my mum.
Harry says he and Meghan felt they had no other option but to leave the royal family.
I don't want to be Prince Harry. I don't want this responsibility. You know, look what's happened to my mother.
The death of their mother in 1997 was devastating for both boys. But was one affected more than the other?
I was a typical young kid running around playing games with my brother and being told, you know, Mommy's on the phone, Mommy's on the phone. It's like, right, okay, really want to play, really want to play. And it was her speaking from Paris, how differently that conversation would have panned out if I had even the slightest inkling that you know, that her life was going to be taken that night. I have to live with that for the rest of my life, knowing that I was that 12-year-old boy wanting to get off the phone and wanting to go run around and play games rather than speak to my mum.
The next morning, Harry regretted his decision when his dad gave him some devastating news.
Prince Harry actually asked his father, is it true that Mummy's dead? The children couldn't understand why everything was as normal, except that a couple of hours before they'd been told that their mother had died.
Disbelief, refused to accept it. At that point, I was still, I wasn't there. I was still in shock.
Many people believe that the royal family was treating Diana just as they had done when she was alive. They're the most cold people on this earth.
Harry's mom thought she'd found her fairy tale love when she met Prince Charles.
Can you find the words to sum up how you feel today, both of you? Just delighted and happy. And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
But she had married into a nightmare.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Camilla was revealed as Charles's mistress.
Following her messy divorce, Diana was seen as a great danger to the royal family. Charles and the Queen cut her adrift.
They see me as a threat of some kind. And I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Diana had gotten so focused on trying to protect her sons that she couldn't protect herself.
And she was so fed up of being chased by guys on motorbikes and in cars that she stopped the car down a side street and went running up to these guys and just shouted and screamed at them while they took photographs of her. It was very hard for William and I, knowing that there was absolutely nothing that we could do. We just thought, is this supposed to be the way that it's going to be for the rest of our life?
The whole world was heartbroken by Diana's death, including her best friend, Elton John.
Both of those boys are very special to me because of their mother. My heart sank when I saw those 2 boys walking behind the coffin. I thought that was the hardest thing. I can't imagine at that young age having to walk in the public following your mother's coffin.
The royals put their traditions over Harry's grief.
Both William and Harry didn't want to walk.
When is the right time for them to put on their prince hats and carry out duties to mourn not just their mother, but the Princess of Wales in a very public audience? Looking at us then, we must have been in just this state of shock. When the shutters came down and I refused to let myself get sad about the fact that my mother had died, there were certain things that was like someone firing an arrow straight into that barrier. Elton John's song was incredibly emotional. That was part of this whole trigger system which nearly brought me to the point of crying.
His mom was the one person who had always put him first.
It was that love that even if she was on the other side of a room, that you, as a son, you could feel it. To myself and William, she was just the best mother ever. She would just engulf you and squeeze you as tight as possible, and there was no escape. You were there, and you were there for as long as she wanted it to hold you. I can safely say that losing my mum at the age of 12, and therefore shutting down all of my emotions, has had a quite serious effect.
Harry's anger and grief built up for years, until the night he exploded.
In a fit of temper, Harry hit a photographer outside a London nightclub.
Every single time I hear a click, every single time I see a flash, it takes me straight back. It's the worst reminder of her life as opposed to the best.
Guidance, especially from his father. He has veered off the rails because he hasn't had the father figure there all the time when he's needed him.
When no one else would, Elton guided Harry back toward his mom.
She had this incredible ability, which he's kind of inherited, and I told him that, to make people feel at ease and make them feel that everything's going to be all right. I haven't experienced many people in my life that have that ability.
I love him very dearly. We're working very, very closely on AIDS projects with him.
I always wanted to go to an AIDS country to carry on my mother's legacy as much as I can. I don't want to take over from because I never will. I don't think anyone can. But I want to try and carry it on to make her proud.
Following in his mom's footsteps made Harry realize how much he'd been holding back.
All of a sudden, all of this grief that I'd never processed started to come to the forefront. 2 years of total chaos.
Prince Harry opening up about entering therapy to deal with his mom's death.
I really regret not ever talking about it. Yeah, you know, for the first 28 years of my life, I never talked about it.
Just as Harry was facing his grief, a new love walked into his life.
Both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good.
One of the first things we started talking about when we met was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change.
What do you think your mother would have thought of Meghan?
As I said, it would have probably been best friends with Meghan.
I could tell that he was totally in love, and I thought, good for you. I'm happy for him.
But not everyone welcomed Meghan into Harry's life.
Meghan Markle is a favorite target of the British media.
His great fear now that his wife is subject to the same pressures as his mother was.
Not many people have asked if I'm okay.
And the answer is it's really been a struggle.
Yes.
for me and for my wife, you know, of course there's a lot of stuff that hurts. I will not be bullied into playing a game that killed my mum.
And when Harry's son Archie was born, something shifted in him.
As every father and parent would ever say, you know, your baby is absolutely amazing, but this little thing is absolutely to die for.
Just that, Archie, he doesn't have a title. I think that's really symbolic of the way Harry and Meghan want to raise him. He is not HRH, he is not a prince.
Harry finally understood his mother's fearless drive to protect him.
As a parent, could I ask you to respect my children's space? Because I brought the children out here for a holiday, and we'd really appreciate the space. As a parent, I want to protect the children.
You know, my mum clearly taught me a certain set of values, of which I will always try and uphold. I will always protect my family, and now I have a family to protect. Everything that she went through and what happened to her is incredibly raw every single day, and that's not me being paranoid, that's just me not wanting a repeat of the past.
Putting his family first, Harry made an unimaginable decision.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle just announced that they are, quote, stepping back from their senior roles in the royal family.
And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What did it come to? That I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
By refusing to put royal traditions over his family anymore, Harry did what his mom never got the chance to do. He broke free.
She would be proud of her boys, you know, I'm proud of them too.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have reportedly moved next door to Elton John in LA.
We will do everything we can to make sure that she's never forgotten and carry on all of the special gifts as such that she had. I hope that a lot of my mother's talents are shown in a lot of the work that I do. The best lesson that I learned from her is be yourself. Be yourself in everything that you do, and just give as much as you can.